Pseudo force. Shall I? Okay. Pseudo force is nothing but a imaginary or the false force. Imaginary or a false force. Pseudo, the meaning pseudo itself tells you what? False. Okay. Now, if this is a false force, okay, then what made us or what made the physicists to introduce the pseudo force? Already we are having n number of different forces. Yes or no? Okay. Then what made the physicists to introduce one more force which is a false or which is imaginary, which does not exist at all? I got my point. So let us try to understand that by some examples. Okay. Consider here is one trolley. Consider a trolley, and this trolley is moving in this direction with acceleration 0. With 0 acceleration. If acceleration is 0, obviously then can I say that velocity will be constant. So velocity is equals to what? Constant. Okay. Consider this trolley is moving over here and it is having some mass m which is being placed on the trolley, and that mass is at rest. I got my point. So there is a trolley and the trolley is moving in this direction whose velocity is what? Constant. That is the reason we are saying acceleration is what? 0. Okay. And on that trolley there is a mass m and that mass is at rest. Now the thing is, consider there are two observers. So this is your observer A, and consider one more observer over here. This is your observer B, and this observer B is on the ground. So one observer is on the trolley bolo, train bolo, kuch bhi bolo, okay. One person is standing on the trolley and he is watching that particular mass, okay. And the other person who is standing on the ground, he is also watching that mass, okay. And someone asked both A and B to write the Newton's second law. Write the Newton's second law. Apply this Newton's second law on this. Then he will be saying that I am standing on a trolley and trolley is moving with a constant velocity. For me, acceleration is definitely 0. Why? Because whenever we are considering on a particular frame, we should be considering at rest. Yes or no? Relative mein padhe ye cheez. Yes. Okay. So for A, he will be telling that F net is equals to m times of A relative. Yes or no? Okay. Similarly, F net is equals to, can I say 0? Why? Because acceleration is 0. I got my point. Okay. If I ask B, if I ask the observer B, apply the Newton's second law, then he will be saying that for me also the acceleration is 0 because that particular trolley on which, the particular mass on which the trolley is moving is also having a acceleration 0. So for me, F net is also equals to m times of A relative, or F net is equals to 0. Why? Again, the same reason, acceleration over here is also 0. I got my point. Achha. What kind of frame is that trolley? The trolley is accelerating or trolley is moving with 0 acceleration. That means velocity is constant, acceleration 0. Definitely, now this trolley will be, can I say, inertial frame? Yes or no? So, what we have considered? We have considered a inertial frame. We have considered what? A inertial frame that is moving with 0 acceleration, and there is a person A who is standing on the trolley and one more person B who is standing on the ground. Both according to A and according to B, when we applied Newton's second law, we got the same result. F net is equals to 0 and F net is equals to what? 0. I got my point. Okay. Now consider the second example. Same trolley, and this trolley is again moving in this direction, but this time it is not moving with 0 acceleration. Let's say acceleration is a meter per square second. Okay. Now tell me that trolley is inertial frame or the non-inertial frame? Obviously non-inertial frame. Why? Because we know that acceleration is not 0. I got my point. So this frame is currently non-inertial frame. I got my point. Okay. Then consider same thing a mass is being placed over here. Consider the same mass m and this mass is again at rest. Okay. Now, that mass is not moving on the trolley. Okay. Now, consider one observer is standing again on the trolley. Let's say he is A, and one more person who is standing on the ground. Let's say he is the B observer. Okay. Now, again if I ask A, apply the Newton's second law, he will be saying that I am standing on the trolley. That means I am at rest according to the relative. अरे yes or no, जिस भी फ्रेम में बैठ जाओ उस फ्रेम को क्या कंसीडर करना है हमको? Velocity or acceleration should be 0 or the velocity also should be 0. Now, if I ask A, apply the Newton's second law, he will be saying the same equation, that is F net is equals to m times of A relative. M times of what? A relative. Then again acceleration for him is what? 0. This is for the A, or F net is equals to 0. But if I ask the same question to B, apply the Newton's second law, then he will be saying that from my point of view, I am at rest, but the trolley is accelerating. That is the reason the mass which is kept on the trolley is also accelerating. Yes or no? Yahi bolega. Okay. Then he will be saying, at what acceleration? He will be saying A acceleration. Then I asked him to apply the second law. He will be saying that F net is equals to m times of A relative, and the acceleration is A. So he will be saying F net is equals to m times of A. Now the scenario or the things or the final results are changing. Are yes or no? So when I asked A, he said F net is equals to 0, and when I asked B, he is saying F net is equals to ma. Are yes or no? When this is happening, when we consider non-inertial frame where there is an acceleration. I got my point. When we considered inertial frame where acceleration is 0, both answers according to A and according to B, we are getting the same output. But we are getting different output or the different results seen from the different frames. When seen with respect to trolley, we got F net is equals to 0. When seen with respect to ground, we got F net is equals to ma. First thing. Itna aa gaya sabhi ko? Okay. Now I will ask you some basic questions. Okay. Either in this situation or in this case number 2, either A is correct or either B is correct. Okay. If A is correct, for example, if A is correct, then what will be the difference of different frames? Either the system is not accelerating, either the system is accelerating, forces remain same. But in reality, that is not true. That means A is wrong. A is wrong, then definitely B is correct. Are yes or no? So, if B is correct, then we need some modification. We need some what? Modification, so that the output or the result from the F net of A and F net of B should be same. Should be what? Same. Now, why this is happening? Let me tell you first thing. Newton's either first law or second law or the third law. We are having 3 NLM now. Are yes or no? All 3 NLM equations or the what statements are fully not valid in what? Non-inertial frame. First thing, a point लिख लो. In non-inertial frame, Newton's law of motion is not applicable. All 3. Yes, all 3. Either first, either second or either third. All 3 are not applicable. So, Newton's law of motion is not fully valid in non-inertial frames. ये एक टॉपिक लिख लो साइड में छोटा सा वर्ड्स. Okay. Then we now introduce a new force. We need some force. Ma is nothing but a force now. Ma is what? A force. That is the reason physicists introduced a new type of force, that is what? Pseudo force. And that pseudo force is only applicable on non-inertial frames. It is not applicable for inertial frame. Inertial frame में लगाया है तो आंसर ही wrong हो जाएगा. I got my point. Already it is a true statement, 100% valid statement in what? Inertial frame. Okay, and over here 100% Newton's law is not valid. That is the reason we need to apply this pseudo on non-inertial frames. हो गया इतना? अभी इसको भी लिखो, इसको भी लिखो, explain करो all the terms and conditions. Okay, write on fast. Okay, shall I? Shall I now? Now listen to me. So just now we understood we need some modification. We need some modification to apply the NLM. To apply what? NLM in what kind of frames? Non-inertial frames or the inertial frames? Non-inertial frame. And that particular modification of force is nothing but what? Pseudo force. Yes? Okay. Now let us try to understand how to apply the pseudo force. Where to apply the pseudo force? Non-inertial frames. Okay. Now how to apply the pseudo force? What will be the magnitude of that particular pseudo force? Okay. Now let us continue with the earlier example. So the trolley is going in that particular direction. So over here it is moving with some A acceleration, and here is the mass M which is being kept over here. The observer A is standing on the trolley and observer B is standing on the frame. Are yes or no? So according to A, the equation is what? F net is equals to 0, and we said this statement is wrong. And according to B, the statement is what? F net is equals to what? M times of A. Are yes or no? These results must and should be same after applying the pseudo force. After applying the what? Pseudo force. Let us understand how to apply the pseudo force. Okay. What is the direction of acceleration? The trolley is moving in this direction, na? Are yes or no? So now the pseudo acceleration will be applied in the opposite direction of what? Frame's acceleration. So first point you need to remember what? Pseudo acceleration is always applied in the opposite directions of frame's acceleration. Again, not the body's acceleration. What? Frame's acceleration. So frame is going in that direction. Pseudo acceleration is applied in this direction. If pseudo acceleration is applied in that direction, then obviously the pseudo force is also applied in the opposite direction of what? Trolley's acceleration. Direction of what? Trolleys or the frame's acceleration. I got my point. If the trolley is been moving or the frame is been moving in this direction, then definitely we would have applied the pseudo acceleration as well as pseudo force in that direction. Okay. Now, then according to B, कहाँ पे लगाओ? Pseudo acceleration किस पे लगाएगा? Non-inertial frame. Who is in non-inertial frame? Person A is in non-inertial frame or person B is in non-inertial frame? Person A is in non-inertial frame. So now the modification for the A, it should be written as F net is equals to or plus or minus, एक formula याद रख लो इसे, F net plus or minus F of pseudo, which is equals to M times of A relative. इसको as it is याद रख लो. Why I am saying plus or minus, you will understand that. Okay, generally we consider this direction as positive, that particular direction as negative, upward as positive, downward as the negative. Yes or no? इसीलिए इसको plus or minus लिख के रखो. Okay, you will be remembering if the body is moving in the positive direction, we need to apply the negative sign. इतना याद रहेगा, ठीक है? Now the thing is, F net is equals to, we need to apply the pseudo in what? Non-inertial frame. Who is in non-inertial frame? A. Now, how to apply the pseudo force? Mass of the body. Mass of what? Body and acceleration of frame. Mass of body and acceleration of what? Frame. So, acceleration of frame is what? A. But pseudo acceleration is in which direction? In that direction. With negative or positive? Negative. अरे आया क्या? Mass किसका लेना है? Body का. So now F net minus times of. Why? That pseudo is in that direction. Na? So mass of the body is M. Acceleration is A. Are yes or no? Now which is equals to MA relative. relative acceleration क्या है? This one is also at rest. The person who is observing, he should be considering at rest. अरे yes or no? जिस भी frame पे बैठो उसको zero consider करना पड़ेगा. Yes or no? So 0 and this is also 0. Definitely relative acceleration is also what? 0. So the whole term becomes what? 0. Now F net is equals to ma. So this is the now new output after the modification. What modification we made? We applied what? Pseudo force. Where we are applying the pseudo force? Pseudo force is always applied on non-inertial frame. What will be the direction of the pseudo force? Pseudo force direction is always opposite to the direction of what? Frame's acceleration. Okay, and the third thing, what will be the magnitude, mass of the body, what we are studying, and the acceleration. And the acceleration direction should be substituted according to our basic sign convention. Are yes or no? If the body would have been moving or the frame would have been moving in that direction, I would be considering pseudo acceleration and pseudo force in this direction. And this direction should be considered as positive, that direction should be considered as what? Negative. Now, the output is same. So, this one is also saying F is equals to ma and this one is also saying F is equals to now ma. आया? इतना basic आया क्या? So, what are the basic three conditions? Pseudo force is applied where? So, pseudo is applied. Pseudo लिख लो जल्दी. Pseudo is applied on non-inertial frames. Okay. Second thing, magnitude. Magnitude means mass of body. Mass of body and what? Direction of what? Acceleration इसको ऐसे लिख दो. Mass of body and acceleration of frame in opposite direction. अरे got my point? So these are the things you need to remember. इतना आया बेसिक, इसमें कोई डाउट है? नहीं है? ओके, चलो लिख लो. ओके, shall I? तुम करते भी? ओके, now tell me like this. The situation is over here. Consider there is a lift and there is a bob which is having a mass m. A person A. Here is the person B. Okay, and this one is moving in this upward direction with acceleration 0. Inertial frame, non-inertial frame. Inertial frame. Okay. If this one is the inertial frame and pseudo लगेगा नहीं लगेगा? Pseudo is not applied over here. Okay. Similarly, consider over here is also lift. Same mass m. This time lift is accelerating in the upward direction with a meter per square second. And over here a person A and over here is the person B. Just tell me the equations. Okay. Inertial frame, non-inertial frame. Non-inertial frame. Pseudo किधर लगेगा? इधर लगेगा. Okay. For person B, pseudo is applied or for person A, pseudo is applied. For person A is a. Okay. So tell me the equations now. Help me out. लिखो equation लिखो. Tension will be acting in the upward direction. Mg will be acting in the downward direction. Are yes or no? Acceleration is 0. So for A, our equation will be represented or written as T is equals to mg. Can I? Are yes or no? Similarly, for person B, tell me the equation. For person B also says the same equation. T is equals to what? Mg. Are yes or no? Okay. Now tell me for the non-accelerating frame. Achha, for accelerating frame, and tell me the general equation for the Newton's second law for acceleration frame. It should always be written as F net is equals to ma relative. Okay, why I am writing the new thing, that is what relative. It is not a new thing, but we haven't considered many bodies are moving. Now what we are going to consider, many bodies are moving. Okay, itna is different. Okay, for non-inertial frames, what is our generalized equation? F net plus or minus F pseudo, which is equals to ma relative. Are yes or no? Okay, now Plus and minus, this is not a generalized equation. This provides you that direction. याद रखो इसको. सर बताए थे प्लस भी लिखना है माइनस भी लिखना है, फिर माइनस लिख के फिर माइनस इंटू माइनस प्लस करेंगे, ऐसा नहीं करना है. और जस्ट रिमूव दिस नेगेटिव साइन, जस्ट पुट अ प्लस साइन. ओके, नाउ टेल मी द इक्वेशन फॉर दिस वन. लिखिएगा, लिखो जल्दी लिखो. Okay, now I will explain this. So for B pseudo is applied, for A pseudo is applied. For A pseudo is applied. So for B, the equation according to him, he will be saying that in reality body is lift is moving in the upward direction, downward direction, upward direction. Who will be greater? T will be greater or mg will be greater? Yes, T will be greater. So F net now can be written as T minus of mg is the F net now. Are yes or no? Which is equals to what? MA. So pseudo is not applied on what? For the ground frame. Okay. So we do not apply pseudo on inertial frame. Remember this again and again. So according to B, the final equation can be written as T is equals to mg plus of MA. Are yes? Okay. Now tell me the equation for A. Lift is going in upward direction, downward direction. It is going in the upward direction. Acceleration is in the upward direction. Pseudo will be applied in which direction? Opposite to the direction of the frame. So lift is going upward. So pseudo is applied in the downward direction. Are yes or no? How should I write the pseudo force? Mass of the body and acceleration of frame. So mass of the body is m. Acceleration of frame is a. But in the downward direction. But in what? The downward direction. So now, applying the pseudo equation F net plus or minus F pseudo, which is equals to MA relative, then the equation can be written as F net T minus of mg going in the downward direction should be taken as negative minus times of MA, which is equals to, now with the reference of A relative, if the person is standing in the lift, he will be saying I am not moving at all, I am at rest. So for him, the acceleration is again what? 0. So this becomes what? 0. So now the final equation T is equals to mg plus of ma. आया क्या भाई समझ में सभी को? So according to A and according to B, the equations of the force are same. आया? Okay. लिख लो. Okay. Shall I? Okay. Now listen to me. थोड़ा अच्छे से सुनो अभी. Why? Because I am considering two different non-inertial frames. Okay. Then how to apply the pseudo? Consider here is the again trolley. This trolley is going in this direction with a meter per square second. Acceleration कितना है उसका? A. And the body m again. Still it is at rest. So this mass is at rest. The mass is not in motion. Okay. In reality, it is in motion with different frames. But with respect to trolley, it is at rest. Okay. And consider here is the person A. And consider there is one more person. He is on the ground. The person B. And consider इसको क्या करो? A1 लिख दो इसको. It is moving with A1 acceleration. Okay. And consider one more trolley. There is one more trolley. And consider this trolley is going in this direction with a2 meter per square second acceleration. Okay. And there is a person who is standing on this trolley. So now tell me, inertial, non-inertial. Non-inertial frame, this one is also a non-inertial frame, and consider this one is your C. Question is, with reference to A, apply the F net. With reference to B, apply the F net. And with respect to C, apply the F net. First two, easy. A and B already हम कर रहे. Are yes or no? But we need to understand with reference to C. C is also in non-inertial frame. Then how to apply that? Are you got my point? Okay. If C is in non-inertial frame, obviously pseudo is applied. First thing, let us try to understand book. अबे सुन बे मेरे को मालूम है. Don't try to do the answer of first and second. Okay, I will do the answers. Okay, now with reference to A as the observer. If A is the observer, where is A standing? Non-inertial frame. Are yes or no? If A is standing on the non-inertial frame, then we need to apply the pseudo. Where the pseudo is applied in the opposite direction of what? Frame's acceleration. Are yes or no? So, pseudo is applied in this direction for A. So, m is the mass and acceleration of that one is a1. Are yes or no? Okay, now F net is equals, F net plus or minus F of pseudo, which is equals to MA relative. Are yes? Okay. Where we are applying the pseudo in which direction? In that direction. That direction should be considered as what? Negative. If that direction is negative, F net, that is what? F net minus times of MA1, which is equals to 0 or something else. 0. Why? Because A is standing on the trolley. For A, acceleration is 0. So 0. Or can I say F net is equals to MA1. This is your equation number 1. Okay. Either all answers should be F net is equals to MA1 or either all are wrong. Okay. Now, the second thing, with reference to B, with reference to what? The ground. If I ask him, apply the second law, he will be saying that mass is going in that direction with A1 acceleration. So, simple answer. So, with reference to B, F net is equals to M time of A1. This is second equation. Now, let us try to understand for the C. C is going in which direction? C is going in this direction. C is in non-inertial frame or inertial frame? Non-inertial frame. Non-inertial frame means definitely we should be applying what? The pseudo. We should be applying what? Pseudo. Okay now. If we are applying the pseudo, where the body is going, where the trolley is going in that direction, pseudo will be applied in this direction. Okay. So, we don't have the mass now. So, pseudo acceleration will be applied on C in this direction with A2. First thing, क्या किए? We found that C is standing on the non-inertial frame. That is the reason, and it is moving with A2 acceleration. In which direction? In this direction. Pseudo acceleration is applied in this direction. So, this is your pseudo acceleration. Okay. Now, what we need to do is, we need to provide this direction of pseudo acceleration on this one. Okay, क्या करना है सुनो? Pseudo acceleration का direction निकाल के इसको पलटा के दे दो. That's it. So when we provide the same acceleration on this frame, then the pseudo acceleration of this one is in this direction. A2 of this pseudo is applied in this direction. I got my point. Now again for the C, how to write the equation? सुनते जाओ. What is our generalized equation? F net plus or minus F of pseudo, which is equals to MA relative. Okay, now what is the pseudo acceleration according to C? Pseudo acceleration according to C is A2. In which direction? In that direction. That is the positive direction or the negative direction? Positive direction. So F net as it is plus this time. Are yes or no? Mass of the body and acceleration of the frame. So this time the acceleration of frame is what? A2. So mass of the body, acceleration of the frame. I got my point. Which is equals to mass of the body and relative acceleration with reference to whom? With reference to C. These two acceleration are moving in the same direction. That is the reason added. So A1 plus of A2. So how to write this one? Now A1 plus of A2. I got my point. Okay. So if I solve this, F net plus MA2, which is equals to MA1 plus of MA2. Can I cancel this MA2 and MA2? Then the final output is what? F net is equals to MA1. So from C, this is from B, and where is A? This is from A. All are same. I got my point. So always remember, when we are discussing about the two, मान लो, consider this trolley is not moving in this direction. Let's say, assume that this trolley is moving in this direction. Okay, then definitely we will be applying pseudo in which direction? In the opposite direction of the frame. ये डायरेक्शन में सूडो का लगता. The same as it is substitute over here on the original mass. Original mass is on there, on the first trolley. Then I won't be writing this A2 in this direction. I will be writing A2 in this direction. Na? Are yes or no? So I will be writing like A2's acceleration in this direction. Now when we are substituting here A1 plus of A2, then definitely I will be writing that A1 minus of A2, depending on whatever the bigger one, according to the value. If A1 is greater, I will be writing A1 minus of A2 or A2 minus of A1, depending on the magnitude. I got my point. So in this direction, negative, in that direction, positive, both are added in terms of what? Relative. आया क्या? Okay, right on. Consider like this. Mass of this bob is m, and let's say trolley is moving in the, lift is going in the upward direction with a1 meter per square second, and there is a person A is standing inside that lift, one more person on the ground B, and consider the lift, one more lift over here. Here is the person C. किसको किधर लेके जाओ? ऊपर नीचे? नीचे, okay. So if this one is going in the downward direction with what? A2 meter per square second. So this is the C. Tell me the equation according to A, according to B, and according to C. Come on, be quick. Okay, shall I? Stop writing and listen to me. Those who have done, check your answers now. Okay, so let us start with A. So according to A is in inertial frame, non-inertial frame. Obviously, it is in non-inertial frame. If A is in non-inertial frame, do I need to write F net plus or minus F pseudo is equals to MA? No? Okay. Then shall I write the directly one? Okay. F net, T will be acting in the upward direction, mg will be acting in the downward direction. So T minus of mg, that is your F net. Are yes or no? Now the pseudo is applied in which direction? In the downward direction. So according to A, pseudo is applied in the downward direction. MA1 is the pseudo for A. This is the pseudo for A. Okay. Minus times of MA1, which is equals to 0 or something else. 0. Why 0? Because A is in the same lift. So 0. T is equals to mg plus of MA1. Sabhi ka aayega ye equation? Okay. Then next thing, according to B. So let us move according to the B. According to B, B is in non-inertial frame, inertial frame. But one more thing, just for the understanding purpose, we consider ground as the inertial frame. But if we are watching from the moon, Earth is also accelerating. Yes or no? So it depends on the point of view or the frame of reference. Okay. So for us, Earth is what? Inertial frame. Okay. Now according to B, we need to write T is in the upward direction, mg is accelerating in the upward direction. So T minus of mg, which is equals to ma1, or the same thing can be written as T is equals to mg plus of ma1. Are yes or no? Now for C. C को सभी लोग समझ में आया ना सब? Okay, very good. Now for C. In reality, this one is also a accelerating. So this one is what? Non-inertial frame. Pseudo will be applied in the upward direction. So A2 is applied in the upward direction. All you need to substitute where? In the upward direction. On what? On this body. So A2 will be applied in this direction upward. Are yes or no? So this is the acceleration, pseudo acceleration. What will be the pseudo force? All you need to multiply this by M. So MA2 is the pseudo for what? C. This is the pseudo force for C. So now T minus of mg, that is your F net. Are yes or no? Pseudo is applied in which direction? Upward direction, downward direction? Upward. So plus times of. तुम नेगेटिव लगाए ना? हाँ, देख लो अभी. This is the pseudo force. MA2 is the pseudo force for whom? C. It is in which direction? Upward direction. Upward direction should be considered as positive. So MA2. All you need to write MA relative accelerations. Both the acceleration are in the upward direction or opposite direction, upward direction. So MA1 plus of A2. MA1 plus of A2. Substituting T minus of Mg plus of Ma2, which is equals to Ma1 plus of Ma2. Can I cancel this Ma2 and Ma2? Are yes or no? T is equals to Mg plus of Ma1. So according to C, according to B, and according to A, all equations are same. I got my point? Chalo, likh lo. Okay, shall I? What if the mass of the trolley is also moving now? Okay, chalo, aise karenge. Consider, here is a trolley. Here is a trolley, and this trolley is moving with A1 acceleration in this direction. Okay. Consider, here is the observer. Observer A, observer B. तुमको चाहिए तो C भी लगा लो. If you want, you can apply this C either in that direction or in this direction. किधर भी एक ट्रॉली लगा लो, भगा दो उसको भी. ठीक है. Now consider, here is the mass. M mass going in, let's say, in this direction only. In this direction by A2. Okay. First thing, tell me, according to A or according to B, where should I apply the pseudo? On A. Are yes or no? On B, nothing. So for B, can I write F net is equals to M times of A1 plus of A2? Simple. हो गया खत्म. Okay ना? But with respect to A, we need to change the equation by applying what? Pseudo. Are yes or no? If I apply the pseudo, where should I apply the pseudo? Pseudo will be applied in this direction, opposite to the direction of what? Acceleration of the frame. So M A1, this is the pseudo of A in this direction. Are yes or no? Okay. What is our generalized equation? F net plus or minus pseudo is equals to M times of A relative. Are yes? Okay. Now F net, we don't know F net. Pseudo is applied in which direction? In that direction. MA1 is applied in this direction. So minus times of MA1, which is equals to MA relative mass of the body into A1 plus of A2. A1 is at rest for what? For whom? For this person now. He is standing on this trolley. So A1 becomes what? 0. Only acceleration of what? A2. So can I write M1 plus, sorry, A1 plus of A2 and acceleration of this becomes 0. Why? Because the person is standing on the same frame. I got my point. Okay. Now F net minus times of MA1, which is equals to MA2, or F net is equals to M into A1 plus of A2. आया क्या? Okay. You can also consider one more trolley. किधर भी भगा दो उसको, इधर भगा दो, उधर भगा दो, किधर भी भगा दो. Let's say this one is A3. If this is the original direction of the acceleration, pseudo will be applied in the opposite direction and that is being transferred over here. Are yes or no? Apply that. You will be getting the same equation. आया क्या भाई साहब? So either from A or either from B or either from C. What are these A, B and C? These are the point of view. Are yes or no? From which frame we are observing? With respect to trolley, with respect to ground, with respect to one more trolley, which is also a non-inertial. I got my point. Apply karo. समझ में आया? Now let us move to the questions. Okay? Okay. Shall I? Example number 1. Shall I? Now listen. क्या? नहीं आ रहा? क्या नहीं आ रहा? With respect to C नहीं आ रहा. आएगा बेटा, कैसे नहीं आएगा? This is the trolley ना. What is the acceleration of this trolley? A1. So this is your A1 and mass A2. Second trolley किधर जा रहा था? In that direction. Okay, this one is going in this direction with A3 ना. Pseudo किधर लगाएगा? In the opposite direction. So this is the direction of what? Pseudo. So let's say MA3 is the pseudo for C. Pseudo force. See, apply that F net minus of pseudo force minus times of pseudo force, that is what MA3, which is equals to M times of A relative. A relative देखो कौन सा डायरेक्शन में कौन सा जा रहा है, A1 plus A2 plus A3. Are yes or no? So according to that, A1 plus of A2 both are in the same direction. A3 is in this direction na. Are yes or no? Pseudo acceleration is in this direction. So minus times of A3. Are yes or no? Open कर ले इसको. F net minus times of MA3, which is equals to MA1 plus of A2 minus times of MA3. Are yes or no? This negative and this negative get cancelled. Again same equation. Okay.